Ashley, Aloe, Shelby, I'm going to have you just come up and join me, and I'm going to introduce you in a second. Why don't you come have a seat? Go ahead, Ashley. Hi, everyone. How's everyone doing? Hello. It's good to see all of you here today. I'm so happy and just honored to be joined by three people I deeply admire, by Ashley Judd, an advocate and an actress, by Shelby Rowe, who has been leading suicide prevention efforts in communities and helped inform this product, actually, that we announced today, the National Suicide Plan. I also want to welcome Aloe Blacc, who is a songwriter, a musician. We had an argument about whether he's a scientist or not. I think he is one.
And I'm here because I am my beloved mother's daughter. And on the day she died, which will be the 2-year anniversary in 1 week, the disease of mental illness was lying to her, and with great terror convinced her that it would never get better. But before I talk more about that, I have a firm belief that we deserve to be remembered, not just for how we died, but how we lived. So I want to just say a few words about Naomi Judd. She was born in Appalachia in eastern Kentucky in 1946, the eldest of 4, and the daughter of a working-class man who had an Ashland oil fill-in station. Her mom was a clever, red-headed homemaker who loved that British comedy, those wacky ones. She loved them. And when she was small, she was in a school play, and when the play was over, the curtain came down behind her, and she kept performing to the delight of the parents, and that's when she discovered she really enjoyed holding an audience's attention. She was a survivor of childhood and adult male sexual violence. She became a nurse. She sometimes relied on public assistance. She was the friend of many Nobel Prize winners, and she wrote a song for Dr. Francis Collins called The Big Bang Boogie. She won several Grammys, and she left country music better than she found it. She also lived most of her life with an untreated and undiagnosed mental illness that lied to her and stole from her, and it stole from our family, and she deserved better. I'm also here because I was molested by a man for the first time that I remember when I was 7 years old, and that's when I had onset of childhood depression. And I know the feeling of not wanting to be here, but I had a different experience because I went to treatment in 2006 for unresolved childhood grief and sexual trauma. And I've been in good recovery for 18 years, and I've had a different outcome than my mother. And I carry a message of hope and recovery. So chosen family is, so how do you get one? I met Laura at Zumba at the Y. I met Heather at a mutual friend's funeral over prayer. And I met the others in 12-step recovery. And we are so tightly knit and bonded that they became Mom's chosen family, and everyone called her Mama. We celebrate the holidays together. We vacation in the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. We went to see U2 at the Sphere. And the day that Mom died, I sent one text to the group and said, emergency, Williamson County Hospital. And in the time it took them to drop everything and drive to the hospital, they were there. And they walked beside me through that entire experience. And, I just gave them a code word, which they used at the emergency room entrance, and they were just with me the entire time. They coordinated everything, the dishwasher, getting the covers off the patio furniture, and they brought Mom so much joy and pleasure in her later years. Even when she could only come over and lay on the sofa, they were around her.
Please join me in giving a hand once again to our panelists. Thank you so much.